Hey everyone. Hey everyone, it's John Exley, aka X. I'm in Singapore with Ben Crox. This is our last segment. We're going to talk about Google in China, controversy about that, and tie it in a little bit with Firewall, a little bit of Hong Kong stuff, close it out, try to keep this to like 8 or 9 minutes before my HD file runs out. Okay, so let's get right to it. Google now moved their search engine out of China, closed it, rerouted it to google.com.hk, so rerouted to Hong Kong. If you were an advisor to Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the co-founders of Google, what would you have advised them to do differently so that perhaps they wouldn't have lost so convincingly to Baidu?
I think that the first step is okay. And then they have to do more bold, just like moving the engineer and the employment opportunities to Hong Kong as well. Now they are not doing so. They are telling people that they are going to protect the engineer and the employee in China, but not moving them to Hong Kong. Hong Kong people expect them to come. We want to make business and just earn from Google and work with Google. And second point, if I am the advisor, I would tell them that people in America, especially the entrepreneurs, they have to have an eye on what the entrepreneurs in China are doing. The big ones are now asking the Chinese government to open a special internet show in Shenzhen as well. Shenzhen is just near Hong Kong, but it is within the Great Firewall at this moment. Leave those big names, just support the local elites. This may be happening in other way, or we don't know, but we want to make it another way, not just Hong Kong. We want to change the whole Chinese world. Okay?
So the Project West Chamber that you work with, you're looking at some big name, growing entrepreneurs in China who are requesting to China that a location pretty close to Hong Kong, which is in the Firewall,
it is actually the first special economic zone that the model of the almost the big cities in China, what is doing business, is Shenzhen. Deng Xiaoping opened it, and then it
to the free
changed whole China.
Changed the whole culture.
And it is no more communist China.
Yeah, no more communist China. That would be interesting. Okay, cool. So it's like Hong Kong, and kind of your advice to Hong Kong is, or to Google, is that they should move the engineers and some of their team to Hong Kong.
Yeah, because that would make things
Hong Kong is welcoming for them.
We can interact together.
Okay. People of Hong Kong
make bigger noise.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about that then. So Hong Kong, what are the people? Talk about the whole process of. I guess so. Google had everything censored for like 4 years, all their searches. Then the hacking happened. They stopped searching this. They stopped censoring their searches. So people were able to search things and not get it censored. And then now they've restarted it. What has that impact been in China? And also you were saying that in Hong Kong, the people are very, I guess, are they excited about Google coming to Hong Kong? So it's kind of two questions, bro.
The technical people are very excited because they know what happened. But I need to add that Chinese character has two different classes. One is traditional, one is well spelled in Taiwan and using in Hong Kong. Another one is the simplified one. That is what Singapore people and mainland China people use. And if you search in the simplified Chinese in google.com to Hong Kong, that's the old g.cn. And you'll find that the censored word, they tell you that it is censored now. If you change to traditional Chinese, you get access to the whole thing.
Okay. Oh, so if I search something in English on google.com.hk, it now says it's censored, so now people in China who may have been unaware of the firewall being there, they know it's there.
They may be excited or something that make them crazy searching in the simplified version of Google Hong Kong, because they want to figure out what happened and what is so fun.
They want to find out what's being blocked.
Sailor Moon, Japanese anime, and in English is PD, woman fighter, warrior. And if you translate in Chinese, this is 美少女战士. Then second, all the word break into censored word. You cannot be British because it's the same word as American. And you cannot be little girl because that is something the government say that is full of things. And then warrior, it is a very special word that explaining how the Chinese government take those names, and this is the symbol of the progressiveness of the army and the bureaucrat. They are warrior, but others are not. That you just make job of the warrior, you are actually doing something that they don't like you to do. So that's censored as well.
Because it's taken away from the power that they have.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of what you were saying to summarize is that if you search like pretty girl warrior, you get censored because they think you might be trying to get porn, or you might be trying to find warriors when they want the warrior just to be.
Maybe you are just searching for voice of America. The Chinese government just hate it.
And they hate that.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're saying a way around it in Hong Kong or China is if they search the simplified.
They just need to turn into traditional Chinese.
So if they translate to traditional Chinese, then they get around it?
You may get around at the first second.
The first second.
And then the gray firewall comes in.
And then it kicks in.
The connection is resetted.
Oh, I see.
Okay. If you get a special VPN and then you can access that, that is a very funny thing to do. So that the actual accessing status just. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Kind of to wrap up. Google. They lost their market share now, kind of in China because they closed the search engine. However, what should Google do next? Should they just kind of sit by? You said to move their engineers to Hong Kong, start working in Hong Kong.
Well, they will start investment in China as well.
Start investing in China.
Oh, that's all about business.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yep. And all the Nexus One, get their phone, all the mobile users in China.
But we want Google to do something more, and we like to see more American or Europe or just outside Chinese company to do this. To just express that Chinese government is doing something wrong. Those enterprises inside China, they are just expecting the same thing. That they're hurting their business. They're hurting the way that they can innovate.
Because of the firewall's hurting the way that they can innovate.
Yeah.
The local companies.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's fascinating. So the way that maybe to 1 minute left, to close up the interview, the way that maybe the firewall can be demolished, it's not just like one person, one developer, it's getting companies in
People
China.
have to be open.
They have to be open, they have to like create a movement to basically ask the government, hey, please let us get access.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Cool. All right, Ben, thank you so much. Thank you to my audience. Thank you to Emily.
And if you want to contact me, just find me in Twitter.
How can people connect with you on Twitter?
Just search me at BENCROX.
Twitter.com/DuX. I like it. Nice. Ben CROX on Twitter. Thanks everyone. Let's be back home.